I wonder why my device won't work. Oh Marley, there's Marley. So here's if you've seen me on my video, my lucky coin, and I'm showing you how my satellites what connect with the Holy Spirit, and okay, where I took the picture of this clip here of at the beginning, when you see the beginning and you see them both embracing the this is where what I found of the Holy Spirit and the Lord coming together. That is the one. My video, the Lord's got our back. He was one. The other one is the Holy Spirit. And when you see the photograph at the beginning, when they unite, taking on the name, thy 13th angel, Son of Man, and the things I've discovered and learned and been, because I haven't heard anyone else say it, the luckiest man to spend a day working with Jesus on this earth. And the things he told me at the end of this video, I'm going to show you somebody else who's, as I said on Nibiru, 4 monkeys, somebody else who spoke of me, things what he told me about. And so many people are finding the sound, the vibration. It's not a mechanism what holds us here, what keeps this realm. So when you see of my last video, and I'm saying I got 2 fathers. Now, my Hopi father, the only discovery I've had with him is this vision. It's like a 3-second vision, and all I see is him saying goodbye to his son. And he was like at the age what Dimitri is now, 6. And all I knew about coming into this world, I thought I've been to protests to try and save water from getting contaminated. And that's hearing the rushing of water, and I thought that was it. If you see from my last video, I'm still learning every day. I'm putting these mysteries together. And just seeing the front of this clip to show you of who I found, of where the Lord is, it's when they unite. And that's what's happened in this world from the beginning of what it was once like. So Marley, Marley. So with the lucky coin, I was talking with this bird, and I mentioned, which would be puzzling to people, was it right what I'd done with Marley that day? So I'm having to elaborate on that, because it was quite hard to let it all out and what happened that day. So I'll take you back to a first event of a cat. This was my Janine, my son Zion, and Kaja were there. They were just children, and okay, I went to drive out the driveway, drove about 3 meters. They were like just outside the car, and bang, I ran over my son and daughter's little cat. It was about not even 3 months old, And when I when that happened, I came. They went, "Oh, the cat!" And I came flying out of the car, stopped immediately, jumped out of the car, um, went and grabbed the cat. Like the wheel had ran over the cat, and I grabbed the cat, and they was about to say something. Well, she was about to say something in that, and I had to yell and just said, like, shut up, and just held the cat in my two hands and just breathed on the little kitten. And they are my witnesses to this. The the kitten, I, like, no longer than 3 seconds, and you just seen the ribs of the cat expand back out, and the cat breathed again, and the kitten was alive. Okay, so this is this thing what I've discovered on things I've seen, and the Celestine prophecy talks about a little bit about this. It's we stop events from what we could do, from sometimes from other people's input on something what you believe what is possible. And I discovered that word faith, and it's having the faith and living the faith. So that was an event once with it. So I'll take you back to Marley when I was talking with the Holy Spirit, and Marley was in there, and say you and Marley, and was it right what I did that day with Marley? And it was okay because the answer was yes. So I'll fool the story now, because it really went in depth, even with my son Daniel, because it was his cat and everything. Marley, well, it was his friend. Well, it was his sister's actually, Shania, but Daniel was just so connected with animals. He just loves them, and he plays with them so much more and all. So Marley here now. We went to he left. Daniel had gave me a note, and he wrote down two things. I want a cat and a dog, because I asked him, what do you want to live with me? Like something what you want. And he put down a cat and a dog. So later when we got some money in that, I went to the SPCA with him, and that's where we found Marley. Out of all the other cats, there was, and I had never clicked into what Daniel found and everything till later, and he's calling him Marley. He's exactly the same colour and everything as the last Marley who died. And as I said, what I did with Marley that day, and how I sit on that coin and being reincarnated. Marley this time is a girl, looks exactly as the other Marley, but acts a lot more nicer towards, like even Daniel knows, a little bit nicer towards him. And the other one was a tomcat, and he was quite a hypo, and he actually attacked even dogs and this and that, and he was a bit of a handful. So when Marley came the night at the farm and everything, and me and Daniel, you brought Marley back, and it was you who did this. And we talked about things and that. And then later that night, Marley comes up to me, and I talk with Marley, and I expressed everything. Marley, and the way it went, Marley knew exactly what I was talking about, and just everything, we just got a connection. And I said, I'm so sorry for that day, the day that I killed you last time, Marley. the fear was just so great in you, and it was the only way I could just resolve without anyone getting further hurt. And it went on like that, and this is why you've come back into the world, and just other things I expressed with Marley, and Marley knew the spirit was inside, and he was reincarnated, but she this time. So what happened? I'd really like to know how they stop videos and play them again. It looks like I've been taken off live. I'm not really too sure, but they said I was going to have a warning about it last time. But sheepers, did that go to the end? And so, what happened with Marley? How did he die? Okay, his mother drove out of the driveway, ran him over. I was at the front gate, opened up the gate to let her out into the car. She ran him over. It would have been about 30 feet, 20, 30 metres to the front gate, if that, maybe 20 metres to the front gate. And in the time that she had got the car past me and driving on the road, Marley's come flying at me, and blood's pouring out, running on three legs, and came flying at me, standing at the gate, and looked at me, blood was pouring out, and this and that, and I just seen so much fear in Marley's face, and everything was coming out. He was half mangled up, three legs, blood was like it just got really run over, and blood was coming out of his mouth and this and that, but it's still just breathing a bit and just flying like that, and just looked at me with such fear. I just like save me, and I just grabbed the cat, Marley, and within 3 seconds, my hand over his face, he wasn't breathing anymore. Later, I told everyone that Marley got run over on the road by just some stranger. I didn't believe that it was, tell anyone that it was happened from his Daniel accidentally ran over the cat, because she didn't know. I asked her when she came back, did you know you might have run over Marley? And no, but I knew that she wasn't lying, and she didn't know because she was just in the car and just zoomed out, and covered something up there so that nobody else would be further hurt. Like, okay, when I've kept this secret from Daniel and everyone from all these years, and then like there was lots happening at the time too, like we were moving house, had to find places. Like they had 2 cats, a dog, 2 children, and the way they are, autistic, ADD, and moving house, and I just knew there would have been just everything just verified with it. That was just the way it was just fixed up. As I put Marley down that day, you may say I killed Marley that day, but a horse who breaks its leg, a man would cry when he pulled out his gun and shot that horse. And well, if you understand things like that, and tears would be coming from that man shooting his own horse. So when that Marley's come back into Daniel's life, and because I talked to Marley that night, I told Daniel about the story the next day. I said, Daniel, I have to tell you something, but don't get mad at anyone. and I told him about the story and the way it went and his mum, and I covered it up, and we buried Marley and everything. And Daniel, I'm telling you this because I really know you have brought Marley back. You have reincarnated him. I have just helped you, but you said the words, son. You said the words. And I know how strong words are. I know this is going to sound strange, like I've told you, I've met these gods along the way. And well, my way and my gods, because they've told me things, and the one who told me about word, it was like more than what you really realize what he told me. Because he gave me a power of something what I know. And this clip here, what I'm showing you next, if you can see my video Nibiru's Four Monkeys, and I put a clip on the end of a friend I've come across YouTube. It's part of our family. This is our family here. And he was talking about fractal universe. And this man here I've come across, he talks of the fractal universe. And it's so strange, like even the way I say I've met and that. And I said, it looks like him, but he's a little bit chubbier. And this man, gosh, he looks like him so much. But yeah, it's just the Spirit's working, the Holy Spirit's working around me in just so many amazing ways. Like I told you, on Abel and Cain, Jehovah has come to me. He's one of the other gods. He's come to me in a photographic image, and he's come to me around the fire. The other person who was around the fire with me changed into him. Their whole body changed, and that he's sitting there, and now he's speaking a whole different, and he's speaking to me about things. And he wears the black. Okay. I really like to get one of these things. Amazing sound.
No, I'm just good. I'm just in good spirit.
So
I live a good life.
and that was like Jesus, where he lives, where I met him. He was like an organic farmer. He was with his daughters. He told me so many things, like his wife had left him, and this and that, and so many things, and it shows me what this journey and that division, like I showed you, where I found what the people call it the source. The source, it's on both sides, but it's when they meet, and that was the picture of at the beginning of this video. That's what I'm working for every day, and everything what I'm putting together and this and that. They are divided at the moment. This world we live in, the way it's been going, the way it's all happening, the division, they have been divided, and to have them unite, it's coming through us. When we all come together, he and she will see that. And it's that I know of the essence and all this and that, and I wouldn't have met all these things, and all these amazing things would have happened to me in my life. It wouldn't have happened for no reason. A lot of people would think of craziness or this and that, but like I said, even my last partner, for 7 years I was never allowed to utter the word, I am thy 13th angel. She was just dead against it. So I just respected, but I knew this play what I was playing, and I was still learning something like, just hypothetically, if I said it like I was learning from the devil. I mean, like how they sing, how they this, how they that, how they this, blah blah blah. So I think I've said it. Did I tell you, Marley? So, so even when I told Daniel about it, I said, don't think that they don't have any animosity against your mother. It wasn't her fault. She didn't even know that she did it. Later, when we came back down here, out the back, he's got his head down. I go, what's wrong, son? And he goes, I hate Mum. And I go, why, son? And he goes, because of Marley. I go, son, you have to know and think and just believe everything, know what I said. She didn't know. It wasn't, she had no recollection. It was total accident. It was an accident. It wasn't like she didn't do a mistake. She had an accident. Marley was run over half, but I made it quicker for Marley because of the fear what I seen inside Marley and all this and that. When he came flying towards me, I put him out of his misery.
Thank you.
And then saying to Daniel, no, son, and I made him see again, son, you brought Marley back. Marley's right here now. Look at Marley. And he could. Then he started to smile and he's seen it, but he had to just let that WHY, our brain at the moment, where you guys at, are left and right. I'm telling you, showing you the picture at the beginning. One pulls you this way. They're not together, okay? If you want to go further, know where your thoughts come from. WHY will stop justifying what your actions are, or self-doubt yourself. You're justifying yourself. Freedom is within. And if you keep saying why to yourself or judging yourself, you are bringing down yourself. You won't find that inner truth. You will not find that inner truth. And that's the way I speak, because I have found the inner truth. I'm putting all the puzzles together now. This is the only way I could do it. If you've seen how many videos I even got out and different stories, and I'm showing them things out there, and some of them are just so bizarre, but I'm getting out of my head. I've had things locked up in a key, like, just not even thinking about it, because I knew about this and that and this and that, and more is going to be revealed. So I just wanted to say about Marley, okay, and love you all. And this man here who you're seeing right now, I'd like everyone of our family to watch this video of his, and it goes out for a while. He's got an amazing portrait at the back. Everything what he speaks about is well, the Holy Spirit works like that. I met this guy. I met people. I just clicked on him on a chat from just a comment what he said. Okay, and I just find people like that. Okay, and that's how I've come across people out. If I've just subbed to you or something like that, and that's how I find you, because I know that they got a bit of love. They got love. They got love. They got love. And our love is going to get greater and greater and greater. I'm going to show more of this and how great and powerful. And this is going to join them together. Okay, the Holy Spirit and the Lord. This is so. We have to come together. They use divide and conquer. No, we are infinite. The world is infinite. Life is infinite. You'll discover this. We will discover this all together. So I better. He's I went on his chat a little bit, but I'm busy with the boys and that. So if anyone sees me here and there, that video, I'd like everyone, because what it helps me by finding people like this is it's going to help you. Okay, because things what I'm trying to say at times and repeating myself over the videos and that on like. See, don't be afraid. You'll find a lot of wisdom. This man is full of wisdom. And the night I spent with Jesus, I tell you what, he has spoken it, but Jesus, like it was lots thing and blah blah. But it's I'm gonna tell you later about the story of that. But it's just timing. It's because it's just something. Which is
welcome everybody.
Things just showing you this man here. I love him as much as my brother Jesus. What flows inside my soul, because that's his blood. What flows inside my soul. They sacrificed him, and now the blood has got the soul has got no sin because it flows with his blood. Okay, our brother's blood. Okay. This is to show you and to show. It's discovered. I've had somebody else come on me with a comment and then go, "Oh, I'm not." And I said about loving my brother and my brother Jesus. Then he come back. I'm in no religion. I just live as love. And then I got back to him, and then he's seen where I was coming from. He's seen where I was coming from, because I'm no religion. No religion is speaking about it. And I can see how the religions, there's thousands of religions out there, and that's what it's all about, a divide and conquer. None of them have united the Holy Spirit with the Lord, the way I hear people call it the source, okay? The watcher, he calls the watcher, the source. When they come together in this world, and yeah, okay, love you all. I just had to let that out about Marley. Marley. Oh, and his name, he got back to me on a comment today, and he goes, my last name is Marley, but not the R in it, with a it sounds like Marley. So I just put the O in the front, but that's the O is the first sound of the soul. So reincarnation from the soul, for the soul to come alive, came out with the Om. The O came from the O. The Om. Just about the middle letter in the alphabet. Love yous all. Peace out. Freedom within. Truth is thy way. Love for truth.
Through my discipline.
Nobody got on the live chat.
And perseverance.
Please watch this video, guys. Everybody in our family.